This video is fair use. It is transformative and is protected under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, reporting, teaching, and more.
You live, girl. I love it.
We live. Welcome, everyone. And thank you, Six Up, for being here with me. My scared little self who doesn't enjoy going live that much. I enjoy it once we're doing it, but I get really scared beforehand. You know, the whole stage fright, scared type of thing.
You do great though every time. You get so nervous, but you do great. Hi everyone.
Terrified. We're here. There was one thing I would like to do besides welcome everybody and say thank you so much for being here. We're in the Rolodex again. It feels like it's been a while, but I guess, I don't know, it's been a week or so. What number are we on? 4, 5?
5.
5. Holy
5. Yeah.
That's a lot of content if you think about it. It never seems to run out.
I don't think we'll ever run out.
I was just thinking that too, and we're actually kind of probably behind if you think of it that way.
Really, I know.
Anyway, there was one thing I wanted to say about, so lately people, well, you know, when you're a person who runs a channel, you get some hate comments here, there, and everywhere. And I honestly don't get as many as some people do, but some people lately have been saying things like, oh, you're a clip channel, you're supposed to be unbiased, and you're friends with every creator. And I just kind of wanted to comment on that. So one, I don't really consider myself a clip channel. I thought so possibly in the beginning, but if you're a clip channel, so the person, or not person, but the one channel that I can think of that is an actual clip channel would be Clipper. And they just literally clip something good that happens and clip it. And they don't really say much. There's no commentary, there's no opinions. And I feel like my channel is definitely my opinion, and it has been that way from the beginning. In the description of every video, it says, this is my opinion. So I don't know, I kind of think it's more of a review channel. And the fact that I am, well, people think I'm friends with every creator. I wouldn't say I am friends with every creator. I would say that I am respectful to a lot of people because I don't like fighting with people. I like to give my opinion and try to do it respectfully. I don't think that makes me friends with every creator, but I do try to stay respectful. So that's it. I don't think I'm a clip channel. I think I'm more of a review channel who has clips, but I'm pretty sure most channels have clips at some, so I don't know. Anyway, that's all I want to say about that. Mama Jerk, thank you so much for your super chats. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, and we have a new super chat song
Do you want to play? Which one do you want to play?
I want to play the new one because I made it and you haven't seen it yet. So I thought it would be good to play the new one.
I uploaded it and I started to peek because it started playing and I was like, nope, I'm gonna wait.
No, don't peek. So it's not that exciting, but you haven't seen it.
It's exciting for me.
Yay! All right, McGee, we got to play too.
To our YouTube channel, I think we got a super chat. Fuck you, Tony. All right, let's do this.
Oh my God, I cut you off right when you were saying tits too coming in.
Titties.
Okay, so we got another one for tits. We got one
let's play another one. Anyone you want, pick one.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. I think we got a super chat. Fuck you, Tony. All right, let's do this.
Alright, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. But yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. I'm the new fool in town, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty.
Thank you guys, Rowena. Now,
Oh,
good
no.
thing I uploaded all these.
Hell
I
yeah.
love, I love it.
Thank you.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. I think we got a super tab. Fuck you, Tony. All right, let's do this.
Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. My homeboys tried to warn me, but that butt you got makes
me so horny.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Send a round thing in your face, you get sprung. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby, I wanna get whipped out.
Dance
Yeah,
it
you get
out.
the piggy every time. You get the piggy every time.
I know. Well, we had to bring the piggy back for special requests. Oh, thank you, Dawn, for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And welcome new members. Thank you,
guys are
guys.
awesome.
I know. Lots of support. Thank you so much.
I know, Black Belt B, but everybody loves that piggy.
The
They
piggy
do.
had to come back. I know.
I
But no one
know.
wants to see an itchy, scratchy Ziggy, but we'll probably play that later.
But they love the piggy. They love the
That's
piggy.
true. It's true. Well, what do you think we should start with? Like, is there anything you want to say before we start with the clips on the Not Clip channel?
Well, I would want to start with what I mentioned on my channel, the last live stream, and what we've been talking about is the most recent people coming out and saying that they've been ripped off and asked for money from Ziggy, which is not a new thing, but it's happening again. And one of the reasons why me and Tragedy Pimps Exposed talk about going over these again and starting the whole Rolodex series is because people forget. And we want to show the patterns. We want to show all the receipts. And I think that people need to remember a lot of times, sometimes receipts are the people that actually get ripped off and them saying, hey, this happened to me. And you know it with the fact that the things happen openly on Ziggy's channel. So
Yeah,
we're
totally.
going to keep documenting that.
Oh, we will.
Did we get her approval to use that pic? Did we
That's
get
a
somebody's
hard-
approval? We
That's a
did
hard-
not.
No. No, her channel has it kind of live, it's going all the time on her channel. I'm pretty sure it's just a clipping thing. I don't know how it works. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I think
Totally fine.
I think it's fine.
So, we've been talking about that we're coming up in the Rolodex, right? And we're going through Tragedy Pimps Exposed Rolodex. This is all her content that she has documented through her time of covering Ziggy. And we've talked about we're getting ready to come up on what we would call the time that Jim passed away. And she got the money that she got from Mama Jerk, who is here in the chat right now. And Tragedy Pimps Exposed, if you want to say anything about like how we also talked to Mama Jerk and wanted to make sure it was okay to do this.
Yeah, that was like a few weeks ago. I wanted to make sure before we got to this point. So I did reach out and she's okay with it. And she knows that if she has anything she wants to say, she can say it in the chat. She can come up here with us, anything.
Right.
And if anything's too much, she just has to let us know. So we're basically going over stuff that we've already gone over and then maybe adding some, well, now that we know more, and there are even more people who have been wronged, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, there may be extra different commentary. So,
well,
it's important to let people know there's people who have no idea what the hell they're getting into because they have joined her tarot channel, whatever you want to call it. So these people may not know the history. And so maybe they say they stop, even if one person sees this and doesn't give her money, that makes a difference. And it's not because, oh, we want to stop her money coming in. Like, it's not like that for me. It's more, it's that one comment that I saw, and it said, it was somebody who had said, I gave money to someone who was using and they ended up being not alive anymore. And don't be me. That was a horrible thing. And they feel terrible. That they gave their money to that and felt like they contributed. And that really hit home for me. And I'm not saying that that's her for sure. I don't know. I'm not in her house, but I do know it's enabling in some way,
That's
shape,
what
or
I was
form.
about to say.
It's
It's
enabling.
enabling, and you're not in our opinions, you're not helping her because you're not making her get up and do it for her and her child. In the
Exactly.
long run, you're just hurting her. But I guess they don't see it that way. They see this as hate. But I mean, again, this is a warning, a fair warning.
Yeah, exactly. And
But
people have given her their last dollar, and they're
yeah,
on a fixed income, and it's because she uses emotional manipulation to make you feel horrible for her and cry me a river. Anyway, it does sound horrible. I've been there. I was on the other side where I believed every word she said. And yeah, it didn't last long, and it takes some people longer than others, but you're kind of stuck in there and you believe what she's saying. And it goes back to her grifting for that first time she moved. And that was like almost 2 years ago now. It was 2 years ago now. Almost 2 years ago now. So, I mean, this has
yeah.
been going on for 2 years straight. Imagine how many people have given her money they can't afford to give her. And she could be getting that money herself. Talk about being a hustler and how she hustles for things, but she's hustling in like a horrible, horrible, morally wrong way, in my opinion. She could be hustling by working, well, like a normal side hustle like most of us do. But instead, her hustle is sitting online, telling her sad stories and begging you for her to get money while she sits there and does nothing. So I don't know. I feel like that's wrong. And I feel like the people who don't know deserve to know. And that's why I do this.
Same. And I think that we should just go ahead and start with the freak out because that's how it began, right? Kind of where we're
Uhaul?
going to go. Yeah. And see, this isn't part of this isn't your content, but this
No.
is what happened that led into what we're about to play.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
do want to say this is from JTR too, so that's just the receipts, and her
Here,
link
I'll
is
drop the link in
in,
the
yeah,
chat
and it's
too.
also in the description. So, and thanks to her for grabbing this. I actually have always appreciated this video. So,
I
thanks
mean,
to
I
JTR.
got it. I
Oh, you
got
have it?
one, but
Okay.
I do, but the pitch is different on her voice. Like
Okay.
somebody recorded it and changed the pitch a little bit, and I don't like it. I like this video. I
I
will
do
say that
too.
Just the Receipts is a really, really great editor.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
she always was. And so, yeah, we're going to start with this. So, this is Ziggy at Uhaul, Freak Out, Back Alley Edits coming soon, Just the Receipts too. No vehicle and need to pick up a prescription at a pharmacy 40 minutes away. So, here we go, guys. You ready?
Ready.
Ready? Okay.
Ready.
I'm psychotic, but then you like it like that. It's like every time the conversation changes and I want you right back, right back. You say that I'm hypnotic and that I call you like that. It's like every time I walk into the room, you know you want what I
I'm out in the middle of nowhere. There's no trucks. I'm stuck here. That shit is so over. I can't. I can't do this without Jim. I can't. I can't. I had no other. My battery's about dead. I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's no U-Haul trucks here. U-Haul, I can't.
There's definitely a truck there.
Yeah, I see a few trucks.
But she Well, I think just the receipts put these in there. But she'll say here in a minute at one point, I think, that there's a truck. But see, like when you go to a U-Haul at night to pick up a truck, it doesn't look like a typical, like you're not going to the U-Haul store. You know what I mean? You're going to a pickup place that just has trucks there that people drop off at whatever times. And I guess she expected something different. I don't know, but there was a truck there. She ended up leaving with it.
Yeah. Oh, she got a
Um,
truck.
yeah, she definitely got a truck.
Yeah. And like
So
just for context, like it's kind of awful listening to
yeah,
this. I don't
give
know.
some context.
I felt pretty awful just listening to that beginning part now. I don't know if I skipped the beginning earlier when I was watching it, but anyway, it's cringy. But for context, as far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe this is the very first night that Cyndi and Ziggy spoke on the phone, and this may be the night that Cyndi was feeling like Ziggy may need her help or whatever, or she asked. We're gonna find out, but I do believe this
Okay.
is the first time they spoke on the phone.
Okay, so this was uploaded. Let's see. Let's read the description here. Needed on November 30th, 2022. Ziggy needed to pick up a prescription, but her ex-boyfriend's family removed his car from her driveway after he
Right.
passed away. She could have called a friend. She said she has no friends. Family? Nope. Although she said she's seen them at Thanksgiving. Uber? Ziggy said the pharmacy is 30 minutes. Now, remember this one part too. Ziggy said the pharmacy is 30 minutes away and an Uber ride would cost a couple $100. A round trip to Columbus, Indiana cost about $60, according to an estimate from Uber. Could she have picked up a medication the next day? Yes. Was there a medical emergency? You decide. The advice Ziggy took from her viewers was to rent a U-Haul, to get to the pharmacy. But first, she had to check in on the U-Haul app to get the truck. Just the receipts too, addresses related, blah blah blah. That's the context.
Thank you,
So
JTR, for your excellent work. I do appreciate her nice and specific all the time. I do like she's good at that. I kind of miss her actually.
yeah, she can get that.
The customer service is 30 to 40 minute wait. My phone's about dead. There's no way it won't let me check in for the vehicle.
See,
and you have to
that's
be
another thing. I was just thinking that, Tits, and I didn't want to say that just the receipts is wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the date's wrong.
Oh, the date on the video?
Yeah.
Or
okay.
the U-Haul
You
trip.
see where she says right here that this was November 30th?
Okay.
That's not right.
Okay.
It was
Well,
the
and there's
end
a
of
couple other
October.
yeah, later on when we're playing other things, there's a couple other things I have to correct too, like from my content where I got a couple numbers wrong in the receipts, so I will definitely be doing that as well.
Like, I don't know. For reference, since Cindy's here, Cyndi, what was the date that you gave her the credit card?
Oh, and Black Belt Babe says JTR meant October 30th. She's pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know though, because he passed away on October 31st, right?
Yeah, this is my favorite. Why would anyone rent a U-Haul to go to a pharmacy? Got no idea.
It was a really, really important pharmacy trip. Yeah, I see. And to my understanding, this was the day he died.
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
This was the grift that got her to pull them heartstrings on Cindy's heart and get her to be like, okay, you don't need to go through this ever again. I'm going to get you a car, pay your rent, whatever you need.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. See, there you go. The same night, Mama said, same night she got the U-Haul. This is it. This is how it all began.
And the job
day he
says
died, all that.
She was crying because I didn't answer the phone because I was driving with my children in the car and I didn't answer right away. And that's from the job. So she was calling a couple people, obviously.
I mean, be interesting to know how much money that she got from other people, not just, and we've mentioned that too. You best believe she didn't just get money. People really genuinely, people that didn't even like Ziggy felt
Yeah,
so awful for her because of this.
exactly.
And it was all bullshit.
Well, and that brings
First of
me to
all, we
the
just heard her say that she walked to Walgreens. It was 1.5 miles, guys.
yep, yep.
So there you go.
Well, and that brings me to the present day. Like, how many people gave her money via Cash App or Super Chat for her gas bill? And then we see that was it gas bill or electric? I don't even know because there's a couple on the go.
It's
But whatever bill it was,
electric.
the one we can see or whatever, or people showed.
The one that's scrolling, yeah.
Yeah, the scrolling one. She didn't put any of that money on there unless I don't know, unless I'm hearing wrong, but it looks like a lot of people, I saw people, she said thank you as she was asking for money for it, and people had sent cash apps, but then there was no money put on it. So where did she
Nope.
put it?
I mean, she has to use that money to live. She always has to have a grip going to get money to live. How did she get the U-Haul? People paid for it. Her people paid for it. That's how she got it.
Messed up.
So, but this is what happened. So
At the location to check in, and I'm here, but I don't have the internet's not working, and there's no vehicle anyways. The only vehicle is that one right there, and it has stuff all over it, all in it. And it's like cones and stuff. That's the only one, and I can't even check. I don't have anybody, guys. I don't. Jim was like everything. I'm stranded over here by myself. I can't.
And a lot of people, I would say, I've talked about and are, what? I have to say this out loud. The kid just tried to call me, and I was like, "Why? I'm live at TPE's right now. Are you okay?" Because they went to the Yellow Wolf show tonight, and they had a VIP. They met Yellow Wolf, and he just messaged me and said that he sang with Yellow Wolf tonight. Oh my God, guys, that is so cool.
Wow.
Anyway, I know
That's
it's
awesome.
so cool. I got distracted, but what I was going to say is people are in fear of what she's about to do to Jim coming up because it's the anniversary.
Right.
And it's the perfect time for her because she is struggling big time right now. So, yeah. Buyer beware. This is why we're here.
Yes, exactly.
I had to get an Uber for 30 minutes away to get here. So I can rent a vehicle. There's no charger. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Oh my God.
Okay, and so because we do have to pause fairly often, this isn't TP's content, my content, but I wanted to mention the Jabs comment. I sent her 100 for the U-Haul. I know a lot of people that have said they paid, but I have seen the Jabs receipts, some of them from Cash App. So yeah, I'm glad that the Jab is finally speaking out. And
me too. And there's a lot of
got
support
away.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm sorry that she tried, because she did it live on the internet, which she did to you not too long ago, like where she blocked you, and she did the same exact thing to Cyndi. Blocked Cyndi so she couldn't reply or defend herself.
Gee, I wonder why.
Right?
I can't do this to do. He was everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. My dad's on a cruise. My mom lives 3 hours away. Okay.
So, did you see that though? USS far away from Ziggy. Oh shit.
My mom lives 3 hours away. Okay.
They're not working.
Nobody can do anything. I don't have family, guys, around here. I don't. I said that. There's nobody. It's within.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Because she has went to holidays with her sister. That is not very far away from her. To where her and her child would leave, go to like a holiday party, and be back home by the same day she would be live. So I know that's a lie. If you can leave, go to the person's house, and come back home all on the same day, then they can come pick you up when you break down. Where's her child? I think she left her at home.
Within an hour and a half. There is a 40-minute wait for Uhaul. I have 38% on my phone, okay? What is the police gonna do? They can't do anything.
How the fuck is 38% on your phone dying?
I was just thinking that. And why is she live streaming if she wants to save the battery for emergencies?
A lot of people mentioned that back then too. Like, why are you live streaming then?
Yeah, dial 911 or like the not 911, but the non-emergency line. I don't know.
Don't do any of that. Just wait
Figure it
for your
out.
truck to be ready on the app and shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, if she's freaking out, she could dial 988 or whatever. But like, don't hit the live button if you're freaking out like that. Do something productive. And I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm so happy for you, kid. The yellow will put the mic to my mouth. Oh my god.
That's awesome. I can't see the chat for like 3 or 4 more minutes, just FYI.
You can't see JBT. He's right
I
there.
can see like what you're pulling up, but I left my other phone in the other room, but I'll be able to see it in a second.
Right on.
But I can see what you pull up.
Video.
Okay.
Oh my God. I knew this wouldn't work, and I told you guys, I knew it wouldn't work. I knew this wouldn't work. It seemed, they don't have stuff like that out here.
Blames others.
But it said guaranteed, so I went, but I can't get a hold of anybody. It won't even let me load onto the site.
And here comes
now.
Receipts.
Right. 41-year-old woman then, 42-year-old woman now, and is in a worse position than she was at that point.
100%.
Okay. Take a look at your screen here. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you so everybody can take it all in there.
And I can see it, but I just so you know, I'm unable to help you read it because I'm on a phone, and if I'm scared to touch anything, or I'll end up like removing myself by accident. Shit.
Thank you so much. Okay, so the city telecoin company, that was the calls to jail. Okay, so inmate calls. She paid her insurance, which she had to because vehicle, right? More inmate calls. JD by writer, $700. Now, this is where people get confused about what she put down on the vehicle.
Yeah, this is what I was going to correct because it comes up again later in the next video. So we'll correct it again just in case there's new people in here. But I definitely don't want to put out misinformation, and we didn't know at the time. So
right. So the $5,000 PayPal to herself for health and beauty, she used 2,000 of that with the 700 to make a down payment. And there's a receipt of that too. But DoorDash for rallies in the amount of $54.15. Grubhub, Google TikTok. She paid the BMV for a renewal of $181.28.
well, and for anyone,
Microsoft.
like, just in case people don't know even what we're talking about, this, and it will get explained again later, but this is the money that came from Cyndi's credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So that we'll get into more detail about that later on, but these are the receipts from what she spent on that credit card that belonged to Cyndi.
Yes, and up at the top you see where she square trade, like she gave herself another $495. So she was sucking the money off of the Venmo. It was a $7,500 limit, and she $5,000 to herself to her own PayPal. And then, like I said, there's a $495. She's got Amazon Marketplace for $127, whatever that was. That was a necessity, clearly, right? More Amazon and more Intellis calls. Netflix, she made sure to pay her Netflix. That's important. So this right here is something that just the receipts found that she owed, that she had been sued for, a credit card in the amount of $808. So she's just showing that as a receipt. So there's actually a judgment. That's why she's showing it, because it's in the public record. It's also a public record. Ziggy still, I think to this very day, owes the county that she lives in almost $1,000 in like back probation fee, something. It's something, but she hasn't paid on it. Oh my God, the creepy dolls.
I forgot about those. The doll.
Did she ever pay her back? Somebody paid her back. Everything but $300. I mean, if you want to say that that's paid back.
Somebody's probably owed that money somewhere along the lines.
Or I think this is what I've always thought, because right after she paid it off is when she went live and kept saying that she promised someone that she would go live every night. And I always thought that it was Christy Vincent. I'm just going to say, this is my speculation. So. I think that Christy Vincent paid it for her, gave her the money, and said, if you agree to go live every night and try to save Summer, you don't ever have to pay me back.
That's
like what
that.
I think. Yeah.
And that's awful.
She kept talking about it. She kept saying, I agree with somebody, I go live every day. And that's when she said, I can't take it anymore because child services and I'm going to go away. But that didn't happen either. And she tried to get a credit card increase on. Good point, Okie Mom. She did. Somebody did. And it was not Cyndi or her husband.
Yeah.
Here, we'll finish this. It's almost over with. All right, guys. We're coming up on the next one. So do you want to talk about this video? This is what we're
so
play here, guys.
Yeah, this is when we first kind of were talking about how, well, Ziggy was trying to rewrite history and, you know, say that this is what happened, that's what happened, and like denying things that came out of her own friggin' mouth. So I decided I was going to make a couple of expose videos on Ziggy and kind of keep track of what happened so we could always go back and look. And I mean, it's not all her own words. A lot of this actually, the very beginning of this is from the channel called Circle Jerk, which is the original channel where the Jerks started. And now they have another channel called The Jerks. But the first, you know, the beginning of this video is them talking and explaining what happened so that everybody can kind of have an idea of what's going on. So I don't really even have to say too much thanks to them. It'll kind of explain it all. So
Right.
that is helpful.
Yeah, and guys, make sure you go sub up to the Jerks.
Yeah,
They're-
I will drop a link here in 2 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna press play.
Okay.
Thank you guys for being here.
Doesn't make sense. Does anybody freaking on this platform have any type of integrity or freaking morals? Why are people, for the most part, and when I'm learning especially from YouTube, is there is way more bad people than good. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. Not bad people, but people who are, I guess, way more. Okay.
You know it's hard out here for a real.
People who want to speak against certain creators involving a certain split with a certain YouTube dynamic duo. That led to something else. We have gotten all kinds of stories. A lot of them we can't mention because people don't want them out. Cyndi was outed today.
And that's why
people
in the middle of the night.
Yes, in the middle of the night. And nobody said a word. Nobody said a word. Someone saw a community post that was about multiple people and got paranoid and thought it was about them. So let's start with the timeline of events, shall we? Monday evening, right? Cyndi, the godmother to all. Justin, yes, mother to all, beloved by many.
And before we start this, can I make one thing very clear? There will be no comments about Cyndi in the chat.
Better not.
Before we get this started, can I just make one thing clear? Can I speak freely here on your channel, Tragedy Pimps Exposed? May I?
Yes, yes, you may.
Okay. Hearing Lolita, well, first of all, I'm sure that it's emotional for a lot of people, but to hear her talking about somebody else and just all of it, I just want to say to Mama Jerk again, like, I think it's so incredibly brave of you to just still be here. And all of us, just everything. It definitely did me too. And to hear the way that she just spoke of Ziggy, knowing what she did to people that really cared about, like, it was a little bit different because maybe, well, for me, this is the way I feel. Okay, I never cared about Ziggy. I didn't give a shit. But I cared about Lolita. But I want to say one more thing. The reason why I asked Tragedy Pimps Exposed if I could speak freely, because I just have to get this off my chest. Lolita, though, even though she means that to me, I know that she was also a scammer. And that is the hardest thing to say out loud. But I always said that no matter what, if it were going to happen and I found out that she was, that I would say it. And I would stand in it. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Cyndi told us the truth. and I will always appreciate that I cared about Lolita, or at least the Lolita I thought I knew.
Well, exactly.
That's kind of what I was saying, you know?
Yeah, it's tough because people like to go around and say, "Oh, you guys knew on this date." Well, no, we didn't actually. We knew that people were claiming things on this date. Did we know it to be true? No. Did it take time to look into it? Yes. Do you want to believe it? No. And you're hearing from that person who is a seasoned scammer who has an answer for everything, every single thing, paperwork, even like pictures and explanations for every little detail. And you want to believe someone that you care for. So that takes time. And people can
Right. And
call people liars or whatever they want, but that's the truth.
yeah, but they're dealing with people that can't even forge or fake good documents. This is somebody that was like, I mean, I'm being for real. Like we were dealing with somebody that's actually was really good at it. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll press play again. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you guys.
Currently not very well at all, and whose child is in a very difficult situation and is very ill. So if you've got something negative that you want to say, take it somewhere else. We're not having any comments about Cyndi. And if that's...
I feel woozy today. I'm shaking on the inside.
I just want to make a point of saying also that we were never going to bring this public because we wanted to protect Cyndi from exactly what's happening right now.
Never going to be spoken about, period, but our hands were kind of forced here. So Monday night, I have been shaking inside. I've said this to you guys every night, like my insides are shaking.
Yes.
All right, this past Monday, I get a text message from Cyndi to call her. She's distressed. So I call Cyndi, and I don't remember how it started. Her son was in the hospital. She has all this stuff going on. She was at a funeral that day. She thought she had a heart attack. She took 2 nitro and a baby aspirin because she was having chest pain. Her son, who she's very close to, is in the hospital with bleeding in his brain. And Harley, is it right if I mute you, hon? Yeah, she calls, she's upset, and she brings up the fact that she loaned money. Oh, can everybody hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, I thought I couldn't hear. That's probably why. That she loaned a great deal of money to Ziggy to buy a car. And she has not heard from Ziggy since she loaned the money. She had many concerns. It wasn't a loan of money. If it was a loan of money, it probably wouldn't have been such a big deal. But what was concerning, and I said to her, listen, we need to get the others on, and I need you to tell them this, because I did not know how to advise her. I was just gobsmacked. I don't know why I was gobsmacked. When you hear it, you'll be gobsmacked. So she said, okay. So we all got on how we do our voice calls, our group calls, and the night, I believe Ziggy was not stranded. She ordered a U-Haul truck, and she had to wait a half hour for them to bring it. She was hyperventilating. She called Cyndi and asked if she could help her financially to buy a car. And Cyndi didn't have money to give her. All Cyndi had was a credit card with a $7,500 limit, a high interest credit card through Venmo. That was all she had to offer. Now, if anybody has known Cyndi and have seen her in chats, you know Cyndi. Okay, Cyndi she has a million health problems. She has things in her life that make her depressed. The woman is in a constant state of depression. She's a little bit of a manic spender, but that's how depressed people are. Okay, we all know better. We know if we have a problem, we do not ever mention it in front of Cyndi, because what does Cyndi do? Cindy's a fixer. Nope. All right. She wants to right away. Pearl was roasting over the summer.
Yes, I foolishly made the comment that I was so hot and explained the situation in the UK, which is we have homes that are built to keep the heat in. We don't have air conditioning. And of course, Cyndi being Cyndi immediately wants to buy me an air conditioning unit. And I'm like, no, darling, that's not why I mentioned it. I was accepting such a generous offer. But I know Cyndi. Mm-hmm. I know that Cyndi would do anything for anyone. And I know better than to take advantage of her. Mm-hmm. I don't understand.
There's, in some of Tragedy Pimps Exposed and my content, there are, well, tons of patterns of behavior by Ziggy that she sees somebody that she knows gives her money, and she targets that individual. She seeks them out. She contacts them in different ways. She waits for them to come in live stream.
Yeah, and there's evidence of that coming up too. I mean, yeah, definitely not good. Scammers do those types of things, unfortunately. And a lot of the time, well, most of the time, you as an individual won't even know they're doing it. It just kind of seems normal. They're good at what they do.
Understand though, anybody who knows Cyndi cannot see the same thing. Anyway, carry on, Lolita.
Right. Like she's my mother, like she gave birth to me. Will not take a penny from her. We should be doing for Cyndi, not the other way around.
I'm just so I knew this content was going to be really triggering. I hope everybody is taking care of themselves. Thank you, J-Dub. Thank you, ladies. Get a job, Ziggy. Stop grifting. I just wonder how people like this lay down at night. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Yeah.
Michael, kind of what Cyndi agreed to was to make sure that her rent was paid and help her to make sure she had a car on the road. Ziggy actually had a car that only needed an exhaust, but yeah.
So when Cyndi tells us that she has a high interest credit card with a $7,000 balance, a $5,000 cash advance taken right off the bat.
We now know that it wasn't exactly a cash advance pulled straight from the credit card. Ziggy had a better idea. What she did was create a fake invoice written from her own business, making it look like—
What I would say to you, Jab, is the same thing that I want to say to Cyndi or anybody else. If that's happening, listen, you don't have to pay money to be a part of a community and have people that genuinely care about you. Just don't. You don't have to be that person. I know that people want to help people, but it's not right. You just said Ziggy knows I have money and don't care about it, but only speaks to me when rent is due. Sorry, it makes me want to fucking throat chop people. In Minecraft, not in real life.
like there was a sale of $5,000. Fraud anyone.
Concerned. Plus an additional $300 that had to be sent because I'm assuming if you take a $5,000 cash advance, that's going to lock the card for a day or two. So she had to send an additional $300 the same night the $5,000 cash advance was taken. So no contact has been made. Just a random text. Hey, are you mad at me? Hey, I'm sorry to ask you this now. It's a bad time, but did that card have a PIN number? What the actual fuck? Would you be pissed?
And when was that message sent?
Monday night. Well, no, that was sent Wednesday. Does this card have a PIN? Was sent Wednesday. Monday night was when we were all on the call and jaws open. Tuesday, I was in trouble with my husband the whole day because I kept forgetting to do the most. Head was all over the place because I was consumed. Like, what the hell are we going to do? Okay, so we have $7,500 on a very high interest credit card. Okay.
Chris, that's the Jab. And the mod didn't leave. Jab, do you want to from my understanding, I watched Ziggy live when she took the Jab's wrench. She did it on a live stream. She said, I'm taking your wrench. I no longer trust you. You're a piece of shit. And from my understanding, she had just called and asked her for more cash. And it was all over the fact that the Jab was in Daisy's chat. This is real life, people. I got that clip. I can probably go grab the clip of when it happened. I know Pearl or somebody, we had it the other day. We can make that happen too.
The minimum payment in the beginning alone is going to be over $300. Do you know how quickly those credit cards rack up interest? The purchase interest charge on those credit cards alone is like $120 a month. No tiny loan. Okay. Rational people don't do this. This is stuff that crackheads do to get a quick buck. All right. We always say on here that we don't judge single actions. We judge patterns of behavior. Okay. Patterns of behavior. Look back over the course of a year with Ziggy. This course of a year with Ziggy. This time last year, she needed money.
For reference, we are another year later almost. So take that in.
Patterns.
Patterns. Big time.
Money to move out. She wanted to move away from Jim. With money for the Tennessee trip. Then there was no income because of the whole 6-up Tiffany Marie coming for her. Jim was paying the bills. Right? There were sales and raffles, but I guess if money was so easily made, why would you not do that all the time? Why would you have to scramble? It's just a pattern. If you look over the last year or so, Cyndi has been milked in sales. She buys out every sale. The raffle. How many raffle tickets? Cyndi wanted to buy raffle tickets for all the mods in the raffle. Do you remember? How many mods were raffle tickets bought for? Mods that haven't even been around in months.
It was told to me that Cyndi spent $355 on raffle tickets for the mods. 70 moderators at $5 apiece, totaling $355. She then sent an additional $381 that is believed to be for additional tickets that were remaining. That brings us to a grand total of $736.
So Brenda says, I just jumped over there and go figure somebody gave her a huge cash up. There's a sucker born every day, Brenda. And I'm not calling Cyndi into the job. If you're still over there, I mean, I don't know how to wake them. Tragedy Pimps Exposed, what do you have to say about that? How do you feel about that when you know that it just, how we've been on here and we've seen what we've seen, but it just goes on and on and on?
Well, you know me. I am also one of those people that I'm going to look at all the sides and I'm thinking, maybe they don't watch our videos. Well, you know what? I have a good feeling that Ziggy is in their ears and manipulating the shit out of them. And you know what? She's good at it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. But before you see it, you really do fall into the trap of actually believing her manipulation because she's been probably doing it her whole life. And I do think that it's hard to know at first. And so I don't really fault people for that. It's hard though, because I don't know, I feel like a lot of us work hard to help people see it, but you know what? Maybe they're not watching us. Probably, I don't know.
The jab said she swore I told someone named Bob. You're talking about Bob Weaver's Spirit and Crime or whatever. She said, see, the thing is that she's so paranoid, she doesn't know that's another person. So right there is a fucking, now we know around the time that she was reaching out to that person, she's reaching out to you, she is contacting and I'm going to say it, simps. To her, they're her simps. And I just think about that.
And she spends her whole day doing that. Yeah, she has nothing to offer, and she spends her whole day conniving, digging, in behind the scenes. Anyway, that's how I picture it.
We can talk about right this very moment. And we know it because people come in the live chat. Ziggy's live and she's talking about the jab. Of course she is.
Yeah.
Of course she is. She has to do something, right? She has to do something.
She has to, because she's got to get on top of it, right? But I mean, if the Jab ever would like a voice, I know of 2 channels that would welcome your voice.
Absolutely. And the Jab
Yeah.
actually has their own channel, so
That's
maybe
true
they'll go
too.
live on their own channel.
And I'd be happy to share it out and do anything I can to make sure people hear it.
She got
Anything?
jealous because I sent someone else money. Oh, because you sent, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh, and thank you, Pearl. Pearl just dropped the link for the
Thank you,
clip.
Pearl. Okay, let me pull it
the
up on
Jab
my phone
clip.
and then I'll get it ready. All right, I'm going to press play on this one.
More about the raffle later, as well as proof that Ziggy has used Cyndi, taken advantage of Cyndi, if not even groomed Cyndi for many months. All coming up later in the video or series. We will also discuss what Ziggy used the illegal raffle money for. It clearly wasn't just to pay bills.
A raffle ticket. Like, I mean, really. So anyway, yeah. So Cyndi comes and completely buys out all these sales. To me, that's milking it, because, you know, you have been around in 6 months that raffle tickets were bought for. Matt Willis.
And how much were the tickets?
I don't even remember. I think they were $5 a piece.
But I think
so.
Cyndi bought them all.
Yes, Eliza.
Plus
Do what
more.
Cyndi does.
Plus donated to
So,
her. Plus told her to keep
wait, where's that comment?
extra money.
Been waiting for this.
Super
Finally, the truth will
chats,
prevail.
memberships.
Yeah, well, here it is. So, place here, because there's just so much to try to remember. June. The Tennessee trip in June for the vigil was sponsored by an unnamed donor who paid for the Airbnb, the really cushy Airbnb. It was witnessed a large envelope being passed to her by an unnamed donor.
Witnessed directly by somebody who is on this panel and who I trust absolutely, to be honest, the most honest person I know, to the point of, please be less honest, I can't deal at the moment.
To be clear, Ziggy denies there was any envelope. Ziggy denies most of what took place, including using and grooming Cyndi. But I didn't expect anything less. She is never accountable for her part.
The most honest person.
Yes, Carol, and Cyndi dropped $250 on Dolly's Turtle Island to save Ziggy.
Oh, I forgot about that. She sure did. Yeah.
Exactly. And doesn't this indicate to you that this is somebody who is, yes, good-hearted, but also has moments in the day when she's not thinking straight?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why none of us.
Yeah, I'm not dropping 250 to save Ziggy for the fake island.
But that's it. That's just how it. Does everybody understand why we don't mention stuff like that in front of Cyndi? You know, my Xterra, the exhaust is obliterated, and I just put a brand new one on in 2019. I know better than to say that in front of Cyndi, because what's Cyndi gonna do? She is going to be like, "Oh my God, no."
And let's just be honest, Ziggy knows what Cindy's going to do.
Everybody knows. Yeah. The entire internet has been commenting on it for freaking months.
I've watched
people come into sales.
Yes, Cyndi.
They come into sales and say, "Oh, I would love to buy, but I have nothing," knowing Cyndi will buy them something. People come into the chats and get friendly with Cyndi in order to then try and tap her up for money. And we're like little guard dogs. We keep an eye out to see who it is. I don't recognise this name. We're suddenly very friendly to Cyndi. Keep an eye on them. We all know. Ziggy knows.
What about also when Ziggy is doing a sale and she has an item and she says, "Oh, I'm going to wait till Cindy's here."
Yeah, is Cyndi here?
Is Cyndi?
Right.
Yeah.
Is Cyndi here yet?
For the $200 perfume.
For anyone thinking, well,
Cyndi loves you. She loves you with her whole heart. She'll do anything for you.
And another thing, for anybody thinking, well, she shouldn't have done it. No, that's not exactly how that goes.
Maybe somebody shouldn't have taken it. Somebody shouldn't take. Somebody should know better.
Just because you can take, just because you can doesn't mean you should. You know better.
Lip lock. Nobody's going to force you to do anything, darling. I never thought that I would see the day when I would be saying anything. I have got a
There you go. Tragedy Pimps Exposed. Believe says, my first time here, so hi, and thanks for the wake-up call. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here, and I'm glad that you found us.
Right. Karma is a real biatch. It sure is. It sure is.
Definitely.
Man, love you, Mama Jerk.
Also, there are two channels that the jerks had. So there's the original channel called what was it called again? Circle Jerk. Sorry. And so there is a lot of older content on there that is important to watch. So that's where this video came from. So I'm gonna put both of those links in the chat in just a minute here. And then the Jerks is the newer channel, and there's also a lot of great content on there. So I would definitely check both of them out. And we'll probably be reviewing some of the Circle Jerk content coming up here soon, like especially the video with Jim's family. I think it's time we go over that again. Because yeah, Ziggy likes to rewrite history, and not on my watch.
Yeah. And Ziggy, stop saying our beautiful Queen Pearl is deceased, right? Like, she just...
That's awful.
She's a very selfish person. I do not call her a woman. She does not act as if a woman. She doesn't move like a woman. Sorry. I'm just saying, she doesn't act grown. That's what I mean when she doesn't, she acts like a fucking 12-year-old little girl that's never been told no in her life.
Yep. And she thinks she deserves some sort of hero cookie for some reason, which, yeah.
Yeah, and
it's
somebody
the
made a good
opposite.
point, like, look who the people who are surrounding her now. Well, I mean,
I don't even know half of them. Well, yeah, but I see. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean there. Yeah, yep, for sure.
Buttercup, she's to see you next Tuesday.
Thank you guys for
Thursday.
dropping the links. Thank you, Lise and Rowena. I appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you, guys.
A negative reputation because I've always given Ziggy the benefit of the doubt. Always.
Yeah.
And I didn't care that people thought that of me. I was quite happy. But eventually, when somebody else that you also love is taken advantage of so badly, and you know that they're hanging on by a thread with everything else that's going on in their life. Yes, I know. Believe me, I know Ziggy's in a bad spot. I know that she's deeply upset, but I'll put it to you this way. If you had somebody who was in grief and they were driving a car and somebody else that you loved was in the passenger seat and they were just behaving recklessly, wouldn't you do something? Well, this matter that Ziggy is in grief. What matters is that she's acting in a way that is dangerous to both of them. And a dam should try and see that. If you think that this is just a situation with Cyndi, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
if you think that we're speaking out of spite, again, I don't know what to tell you.
She brought it to the forefront. We had no choice because I was Ziggy's mod. I am Cindy's friend, and that's the end of it.
Grown woman, how she should spend her money. We struggled with that for months, and I would always say, Cyndi, hey, chill. A couple people have said, we've warned her how people seek people out in chats and they see who spends and then they try to follow them from chat to chat, but that's not even the whole thing. This whole pattern.
She did more than just talk bad about Jim. One thing I will recommend from my channel is when I covered the protection order of Jim. I can't grab the link right now, but definitely go check out that stream. Because she slandered that man. And she did it right before he died. Okay? She filed a protection order, said that she was scared for her and her daughter's life. Same thing she did for me, but it was even worse. It was even worse because this was a man that was taking care of her the entire time and her child. And now she uses his passing as a grift. She used him before and now she uses him now.
And she'll continue to use them probably as long as she can. Yeah, it's sick. Sickening.
I hate to say it, but his death, she has profited off of that.
Oh, so much.
She cannot get through one live stream without mentioning Jim.
Yeah.
It's
fucked up. It's one thing to mention it, but to also use it to your advantage financially is pretty messed up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, people do. People do use that because they know that's one thing we can all connect on, right? Almost everybody's lost somebody. Another thing people use is sickness,
Yeah.
addictions, all the things, like anything they can. Their children, okay? I'm going to be homeless. My lights are going to be off, you
Yeah.
know? And we heard Cyndi, and I'm not bashing Cyndi or anybody in any way. Cyndi was a victim.
Yeah.
She's not to blame here.
No.
But
No. I don't think any of her victims are to blame. Like, as I was saying earlier, she is a really good manipulator. And before you see it, you don't see it. And you hear what you hear and you believe her. So why wouldn't you want to help a single widowed mother who's about to have her electric cut off? If you don't know the past, or even if you do, but you kind of just slightly believe her, she's a scammer. She's good at what she does. And she can also get off her ass and get a job, but she doesn't, and it's been 2 years.
Your comment just now is everything I feel in me, even though you said big girl panties, and I'm so sick of hearing that. Everyone is going through life, good and bad times. Put your big girl panties on, an adult. Get through, put your fucking boots on, lace them motherfuckers up, and figure it out. But you know what? Again, I want to thank my mother openly, out loud. Thank you, Mom, for always making me figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
I mean, and always work, and always like shit. My mother always worked. Always. Like, there's never been a day my mother did not get up and go to work to this day. And she always made me fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
She knew, my mother knows that she can drop me in the middle of anywhere and I'm going to figure it out. Ziggy can't be dropped at a U-Haul.
Oh my God, she can't even be dropped in her own house. I got to mute for a minute.
That we're speaking of here, okay, Jim has been paying everything for the last year. So if there's no income to pay rent, that an unnamed donor had to lend you money for October even, how is a car payment going to be made? Full coverage insurance.
It's not.
Rent, utilities, everything else.
It's not. Thank
And
you,
a high interest credit card. That
somebody has bad background noise.
Because there isn't a Cyndi in every crowd to come buy it out. If money was that easily made, there wouldn't be a need for Jim.
Does anybody think Cyndi needed all that crap? Who thinks Cyndi bought all that product because she wanted all that stuff?
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Hey,
darling,
Cyndi.
we can hear you.
Hey, Cyndi.
Hey.
Hey, Cyndi.
Very first time I ever talked to Ziggy on the phone was when she was having the meltdown at the U-Haul place, and I was beside myself. And I don't even know who called who. I don't even know, so I'm not going to say because it would be a fib. I would have done anything I could to help her. And I'm not sorry that I lent her that money. I'm not. And I
believe, well, a few of us helped Laura's Fred's wife get clothes and stuff. Then Ziggy took money from her with reason was enough for me. Yeah, I remember when she accidentally spit that out of her mouth. I bet you she regretted that really fucking quick. She does this thing where she reacts and she doesn't think, and the real Ziggy comes out. And that's what happened when she did that live stream. And she told people, you guys don't know, I got money from Laura. Fred told her to. And my neck, even though I've been covering her for 2 years and know exactly who she is and what she is, spun around. And I thought, what? You gave, you got money from people that you've been grifting for months.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Wake up, people.
Yeah.
And Fred is not a good guy.
No.
But we'll back to Cyndi. Just that comment got me like,
and I never asked her for the money. So whoever is saying that I want it paid in full is just a fucking lie, because I never said that. I didn't feel abused by Ziggy until I found something else out, and that's not my place to speak on it. When I was told that, I was like, oh my God, are you serious? So yep, I did tell it. I told it to my girls right here on this panel and some more, and they are my friends, and they watch out for me. I'm 65, I'm elderly, but I'm not old.
Please be advised that Cyndi's feelings have changed since this panel. Based on how Ziggy has reacted to all this and how she wouldn't even let her speak when she came on her panel soon after this. She has come to realize a lot and learned a lot more. We all have.
And I have my own money. I didn't even know what the interest rate was on this credit card at all. I just got it. It sat there, and she needed money, and I said, here, take this. That's all. I didn't say anything else to her about it. But when somebody went in Ziggy's chat and told her, and I wasn't even in that chat, I had to rewatch it because I was told about it, and told her that my son had a brain bleed, and she just like kept going right over it. And no, it's not about the money. Even if I didn't lend her $1, it's about, I've been with her for over a fucking year. You know? Have some sense. Call me. You know? End the fucking live. That's what I would have done. You know, if I would have known that little Ziggy had a brain bleed, money, even if I didn't lend her $1, it's about, I've been with her for over a fucking year. You know? Have some sense. Call me. You know? End the fucking live. That's what I would have done. You know, if I would have known that little Ziggy had a brain bleed, I would have picked the phone right up. Even if I got her voicemail, I would have. And that's not what happened. That's not what happened. So, did she really, really ask me how my son was? Yeah. But she just called me today only because somebody said something to her about what she was doing. So that's the last phone call I got from her. Okay, and I talked to her when I lent her the money. So does me and Ziggy talk on the phone? No, we don't. You know? And I'm not saying I'm poor because I'm not. But you know what, people who I love, I don't care. But for her to go live today and put this out there, and for people in her chat who I love to doubt me in any way, like I was asking for it all at one time, or I was trashing Ziggy or whatever. You know what? I'm shocked.
That never
That
happened.
really, really hurts. And you know what? And I'm the type of person, you hurt me once, there ain't no coming back. And there isn't. And I know who said shit about me in that chat today. And I do. And also I do. And also in comments.
Do you think that they may not have known the whole story, so they were maybe misled?
100% they were misled. Ziggy, like she always does, changed the truth around to suit herself, and to make herself look better. Manipulation at its finest. Sorry Ziggy, but nobody is buying the bullshit that you're selling anymore. The few people who do, will see the light eventually. People are speaking out and people will know the truth. Get a damn...
For context, for at least a year that we know, Jim was around, paid the majority of her bills. We know that Cyndi, we know for a fact with receipts, gave her $7,800 at one point, even more. Cyndi has said that in 1 year, approximately $20,000 was given from her straight to Ziggy, cash money. I know directly from probably 3 or 4 different people, you put it together, $5,000 to $10,000 given, not paid back, given. Okay. If you think about the amount of money that is with somebody already paying your bills in 1 year, why is it that her utilities aren't paid? She losing the car that she got. She has done zero. She has, in fact, went backwards. I have, when I think about it in the grand scheme of things, and I say it on my channel, That amount of money, to me, half that amount would be life-changing money. But for Ziggy, it's easy come, easy go. It's a fucking DoorDash and a jail call and another live stream. It's fucking insane. I gave her $1,000 in Cash App alone. Tits McGee, I gave about 1,500. Guys that are here listening, think about the amount of money.
And imagine all the money she made off Summer Wells in super chats.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and every other person that she's exploited, including her own family members.
And
Ziggy, where's all the money? And why are your
where
bills
is
not
it?
paid?
Where?
Why
That's
are
what
your
I'm
bills
saying.
not paid? Yeah, like her rent's not paid fully. Her, oh my God. I don't even know what to say.
So let's think about, let's just do, let me pull up I'm going to pull up my calculator really fast. I want to do something really quick. 7,500 divided by 950. We'll say her rent is, it's almost 8 months rent. Yeah, not including memberships, all the other, things. Quit. Stop it. Yeah,
Get
it's
a
like,
fucking job. Get a fucking job. Get off your ass and get a job. And like her job is to sit on the internet and sadfish and beg, basically, if you can call it a job.
Damn job, Ziggy.
Ziggy mentioned my name.
That's
Okay?
true. Yeah, that's
Okay, so she did mention my name. And for people to come back and say, oh, so she lent you the money and now she wants it all back, and then saying something, I don't have a leg to stand on in a court of law. I mean, what the fuck?
You weren't
that was never even brought up.
Right.
And for Ziggy to go live about this, so what? I didn't answer the phone when she wanted me to. My son is still sick. He still has a brain bleed. He still has swelling. Something wrong with his left side. He texts me and it don't make sense. I'm not worried about money, Ziggy, or nothing. You know?
Exactly.
but it's all about Ziggy. It's all about Ziggy. She went through the worst time in her life.
Yeah, it's always about Ziggy.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm just hurt. I'm just really, really hurt. That all the people who know me, you know what? And Ziggy's not the only one that I give to. I give to other ones. You know? I give to Doug. I give to Doug, and people hate Doug. But you know what? If it's a good story, I'm going to give you money. I give to Purple.
Yeah.
You know? Before anybody goes out and says shit, until you know the whole entire truth, just stop.
And the pain in her voice right now is why we did not take this public. Yeah, This this is is disgusting. never
Man,
going to see
I'm
the
so
light of
pissed.
day.
I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this.
We
None of us
stood on
did.
this in secret.
See,
For the people in the chat talking about age, we're talking about a legal definition of what is considered elder. I'm 57, coming 58, and I don't consider myself old. We're talking about legal definitions here, just as most 18-year-olds I would
Pearl,
consider.
I want to go back to your comment. Now that you said this, I gave very little to Ziggy, and to be fair, she never asked me for money. It was services with me, work effort that was never not credited, disparaged, or she couldn't bother to actually use. Very good point. It doesn't necessarily, it's not just the money with her. You're a supplier no matter what. If you're with her, you supply her. Like I see Country Girl, okay? Country Girl's been there from the beginning, and she always says, I never give Ziggy any money. Well, first of all, she's a member, but anyway, that's a great way to support a channel. I have no problem with that. Do that, okay? But when you windmill for this shit, you're providing a service to her, because Country Girl always shows up. She's always in the comment section. She's always in the comments, and when a hater comes in, or a troll, right? So that's what it means when we're talking about, you may not be supplying her monetarily, but you're supplying in some way. You're doing something. Sit back and do nothing and see what happens. Now my girls send me to bed.
Oh,
Cindy.
Country Girl says, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the
So-
day, there was a lot of people in this chat who did go to bat for her. And like, no shade for me, because I've gone to bat for people too that turned out to not be so good. And it happens. It happens.
Right. Again, look, I promise you, once they see it, they won't. And then I think, and that, you know what I think too sometimes is that the people that do stick around, maybe they're just bad people. You know, bad people hang around with that.
Definitely possible.
I am now a proud supporter of a hardworking woman who preps her shows, has a job, works her. I was like, who's? Thank you, Pearl. I love Pearl so much. I love all my peeps.
Pearl's the best.
Right. I'm glad that we're seeing people in the chat that we haven't seen before. So.
Me too.
Yeah, she will suck you dry. Could be money, time, research, attention. And I'm going to warn you, Ziggy is very obsessive. So, you falling for creators, Rowena? Yeah. Same. I'm not immune either. Fuck, I used to fangirl over AB. Just kidding. Oh shit, what Rowena did. Rowena did it. Which one are we gonna, let's play mine. Thank you, Rowena.
To our YouTube channel, I think we got a super chat. Fuck you, Tony. All right, let's do this.
Let me begin, cut under the chin, flush out the loony bin. You don't get up, stand up, bloody in my hands up, kicking to up, stand up, bloody in my hands up.
Thank you so much, Rowena. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all being here.
Do you want to play, when do you want to play the other one? Like in between, or do you want to finish this one?
The palette cleanser. Yes.
Because she mentioned palette cleanser, so I was like, well, maybe I'll just pull this up now.
Maybe that's a sign. Yeah, maybe we should. It's just basically, it's only about 5 to 7 minutes long, and it's just clips of her, some classics, you know.
All right, I'm gonna press play, guys.
Shit, did he just say that? Oh my god. I'm like, this is like crazy. Shut up. Shut up. Nuh-uh. Dude.
Are you like in high school? You sound like a little valley girl. Oh my god.
Dude. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm not a tragedy pimp. The last time I did laundry was probably, I don't know, a month ago.
Probably why you're so itchy all the time.
Tragedy Pimps Exposed. Would you like to answer the jab?
Shit, I can't see the chat right
This
this
one
second.
broke. Oh, she said, do you have a Cash App? I guess she was asking if you have a Cash App.
I don't have a Cash App or any of those, like PayPals or any of those things. Yeah, I appreciate it, but I'm good. I promise. Just you being here means the world, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
She likes the YouTube thingies.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just never did one of those things. But even memberships helps, you know. just things like that.
Right.
And honestly, the like button and subscribing, I am quite happy with that, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
She's starting with rap big time right now. Doesn't she, like, she gets so fangirl. She was
Enamored. Oh, and I should mention this video that we're watching is highly clipped. You can't really see, but at the beginning it said it's a compilation. So it's not, yeah, I said it wrong, but it's not one straight video. It's definitely clipped together. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah, she's talked. She's, I would say that I would classify you as a Ziggy victim, Ziggy Valero. She's done some really awful things to you on this platform. That's really, I'm sorry. Yeah, smash
We
that
have a Ziggy Valero video on my channel, actually, highlighting the facts that happened. Well, and that was just one of the things she did, really. Just anyway.
What did Rowena say? Be still. I think every jerk and 6up blocked me in Ziggy's chat. That still cracks me up thinking about it. Ziggy was the first one I had pegged day one. Well, I didn't block anybody when I was a mod. I wasn't there long enough. I was in and out. I flew through. Thankfully.
Yeah, bitch, I'm gross. Yeah, I'm grosser than you hoes, and it shows. I've been sleep on the motherfucking floor. I got stains on my teeth and my clothes. I've been kicking my foot in the door. I've been locked in the studio more. I've been running my way to the core. If you think you hate me, you gon' hate me more. Yeah, bitch, I'm gross.
I don't know, a month ago?
Yeah, bitch, I'm gross. Yeah, I'm grosser than you hoes, and it shows.
I have so much clothes. And kind of spacey. I mean, I am.
My God. Did I, Rowena? Thank you, Metal Clips. Did I really? What did you say? I can't believe that. That's hilarious to me. Sorry, Rowena. I hope you can forgive me. Yes, bitch, she said. I love you.
I guess book smart. I guess like it's weird talking about myself like that, but I am very, very, very airhead-ish.
You don't say.
I know. It's okay. You can say it. I know it. Duh. Yeah. Sometimes I don't think about things before I say it. Very like, duh.
Let's listen to a triggered Ziggy.
I can't. I can't.
I can't. I'm going to rewind it, but I'm going to play the super chat song really, really quick.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. I think we got a super tag. Fuck you, Tony. All right, let's do this.
Alright, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. But yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. I'm the new fool in town. So just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty.
I love that when people are like, what the fuck happened? Well,
A triggered Ziggy.
It's a triggered Ziggy.
I can't. I can't. I don't want to. I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's no U-Haul trucks here. You know, like, the customer service is 30 to 40 minute wait. My phone's about dead. it won't let me check in for the vehicle, and you have to be at the location to check in, and I'm here, but I don't have the internet's not working, and there's no vehicle anyways. The only vehicle is that one right there. And
Oh, Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. There's no internet, but you're live streaming. That's a great way to kill your battery a little bit more. Why don't you have some family to call? My guess would be because you've already used the shit out of them and they're done. All right, let's listen to some more classic Triggered Piggy.
Know that every single fucking call I have is recorded. I'm so tired of the lies. Every single fucking call I have is recorded. I'm so tired of the lies. I need her to come up here. But you freaking, as soon as one of them get timed out, which is her 6-up son, you freaking stop the show. You're like, who timed out, JBT? Like, you made the biggest deal like you guys were BFF.
Hold on, we gotta play that part again.
Why are you... every single fucking call I have is recorded. I'm so tired of the lies. I need her to come up here. But you freaking, as soon as one of them get timed out, which is her 6-up son, you freaking stop the show. You're like, who timed out, JBT? Like, you made the biggest deal like you guys were BFF. Why are you fucking, like, playing?
Why are you fucking, like, playing?
So ridiculous.
I know.
And I think
Oh
it's
my
on
God.
there. It's on there again too. I made sure to put it again at the end.
Every single call she has is recorded. Oh my God. Who
Yep.
does that shit? Oh, I forget. Lighty does.
But it's okay, guys. It's just an app, and it doesn't work every time, so it's okay. Right?
I remember that. It doesn't work every time, and she doesn't even know how it works. But
Right.
it
So
works.
it's fine. So it's totally fine. Oh shit! Don't call or email Ziggy ever. Ever.
That's right. We're all BFFs with JBT. JBT sang with Yellow Wolf tonight. Like, I want to be the kid's best friend.
That's awesome. Love
Yeah.
it.
The tantrums of a young child. Right, sure.
Behind the scenes that sound really shady.
I know the word projection is heavily overused in this community, but I think in this situation it makes perfect sense. Projection much, Ziggy?
You have like all the 6-up people in there and her son sitting there clapping you on, and you're all about that. Yet you're telling Tabby that you don't want anything to do with them. But yet the second somebody times JBT out, and you get mad at Julie, which I'm sure he deserved it, you stop the show. It looked shady as hell. Sorry, guys. And how I meant it. When I'm sitting here trying to type what I mean, it's better for me to come up there and explain it to you so you don't sit there for several minutes and talk shit and make things so much bigger than they were.
So clearly Ziggy has lost control of the situation. So what she means by that, let me come up, is let me come up there so I can manipulate the shit out of you and control the situation.
Before you let me on panel! Because look what you caused now! We can show because JBT was, who his 6-up son was timed out. Like she like threw it. She's like, who timed JBT out? And she was like,
I have to rewind
oh,
it.
thank you. Oh my God.
Which,
I'm so
by
sorry.
the way,
Before you
Ziggy
Okay,
is
so I-
totally exaggerating. It was nothing like that. And it was Julie fucking Applewhite who timed out JBT. Yes, it was.
Can manipulate the shit out of you and control the situation.
before you let me on panel! Because look what you caused now! We can show because JBT was, who his 6-up son was timed out. Like she like threw it. She's like, who timed JBT out? And she was like,
I love it.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so smart. No wonder you're so jealous of me. We said Ziggy suggested when making the phone call to TBI that they could be a small human? Well, duh, I'm calling fucking TBI, you fucking dumbass! But you freaking, as soon as one of them get timed out, which is her 6-up son, you freaking stop the show. You're like, who timed out JBT?
Girl, that nose is so runny.
I know, but...
Look at that. Fuck you, me.
I
Man
fucking love
down.
you, girl. That was so slick. I gotta play it again.
But you freaking, as soon as one of them get timed out, which is her 6-up son, you freaking stop the show. You're like, who timed out JBT?
Girl, that nose is so runny.
I know, but...
Had to be done.
Look at that. Fuck you, me. Man down.
Maybe a little bit. And it's making it hard for me to sleep at night, you know? I've been trying not to use Delta 8 or anything, like no THC, no Delta 8 at all. So it's been really tough for me to sleep. Has tried to get the truth out of these people. Some of these, some people always just, they just think they're so much smarter than everybody else, and they're smarter than all the other YouTubers that's tried, and some people are willing to sell their soul for freaking money.
Oh. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah.
With that, fuck yeah.
Oh.
Shit, that was amazing.
We had to lighten it up a little there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get back into it. We're gonna get
All
back
right.
into it. Okay.
To be questionable as adults. Nevertheless,
Right.
the law recognises them as adults.
And
At
she's a
65,
vulnerable
you're an elder.
person.
Ziggy did bring it public.
And Ziggy brought it public. Let's remember that. Nobody over here said anything. Cyndi didn't say anything. Ziggy went live this morning, as she often does, hysterical, acting a damn fool, and made this very public. Now here we are.
Not necessarily that of there being a loan. It's the fact that now credit is involved. Now that is worrying to us, because where does that end?
If you can't pay your rent, how are you going to pay your rent, your car payment, your car insurance, and pay people back that you borrowed large amounts of money from?
And
Tell me how that happens.
If somebody gives you a loan, and that's money that they have available at that moment, I consider that very different to something that's taken off card. I just do, because the roll up on that can be phenomenal. I mean, we all know.
And something else I want to say is, Ziggy was going to ask me for, I don't even know how much she was going to ask me for, but she also said that she was going to ask a couple other people. And I just said, no, I will give it all to you, or whatever. I didn't even say an amount. I said, I have this credit card right here. And I still today don't even know what the interest rate on it, but it's definitely going to be high because she took a cash advance. I am not talking bad about Ziggy. Ziggy put this out here.
Again, to clarify, we now know it was not actually a cash advance but an invoice she wrote out from her own business to make it look like she had a sale of $5,000. Sickening. I'm sure the IRS will love that. Let's also disclose at this time that I was informed that the credit card was given to her to use in case of emergency, and then it was agreed upon that she could use some for a down payment on a car. It is now known that she only used $700 of the $7,500 for that down payment, then the $5,000 she wrote to herself for cash. Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the part we gotta clarify.
Right. Clarification. Out of the 5,000 that she gave to herself, she used 2,000 of that with the 700 to put a total of, and they were two different transactions. She actually had two receipts. She had a receipt for 2,000 and a receipt for 700. So that's the only thing that's not correct.
Thank you.
But still equals the same amount. You know what I mean? Just different
Yeah.
amounts on the car. But people need to know that because she put a lot of money down on that car. A lot.
That was, and
it
it wasn't cheap.
Yeah. And she got vanity plates too.
Right, she did. And now she doesn't, well, I don't know for sure, but I don't think she even has that car anymore. The other day, she definitely was walking to Walgreens, and she also said she wasn't making payments on it because it was the least of her concerns. But
That's
you'd
right.
think, like, if you wanted to get to work, you would want to have transportation. Oh wait, she doesn't.
wanna
She
get
doesn't
to
work. Right. I forgot about that. Right. Do.
So crazy. It was a really nice vehicle too. I would love, 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 love to DoorDash in that. Like, I'd be
Yeah.
whipping all around the town.
She just has no
Girl,
idea. The
Who knows
entitlement.
where that went?
I know.
Entitlement is real.
And then
I
the
don't know if
rest
she
was
even
spent
can
on
DoorDash.
junk. Receipts of
Do you guys, I mean, somebody just said it, Mama Jerk. The car place called me a few months back. Yeah, I think they called Lolita too. But no more car. Will the house be next? Well, I mean, she's probably been, for all we know. Here's a funny thing that I just noticed that Ziggy did. Her rent used to be due on the 1st. It used to get paid on the 1st. She used to pay openly on her Venmo to her landlord. Okay. Now she tells people, I have to tell my landlord I can't pay my rent till the 22nd because I get paid from YouTube on the 21st. So I don't know how that works, but like when my rent's due, it's due on the 1st. I don't get to, I don't know how that works. So she literally is that entitled that she tells her landlord when she's going to pay the rent.
Yeah,
I guess.
mine doesn't work like that either.
I don't know how that's going to work out for her in the long run. She's always late. She's always saying, I'm short. It's never enough. Newsflash. We've been saying it for 2 years. It's never going to be enough, Ziggy.
No. No, I don't know how she even still lives there after getting a dog when there was no animals allowed there.
Yeah,
And
2 now.
got caught. And now she has 2 and a cat. And her, yeah. Anyway, I'm sure the state of the house isn't beautiful. Sure, he's not
I've
happy.
said it before. Zig door dashing is bad. She'll eat your fries, drink your Coke, and ask for a tip.
Oh my God. I always kind of wondered if she could even actually DoorDash. So, like, I don't know how it works, or like if
Well,
you have a
she
DUI,
says
are you
all the
allowed?
time. She says all the time. Like, people believe that 6up does that. She doesn't even have a license. No, actually, I do, and I'm signed
Yeah.
up for all of them, and they do a background. They do. You have to have a valid license. I don't know what their things are for like your as far as what it is where you'll be a fail. It's either a pass or a fail. You wait
Right.
like 3 days, 2 days to get it back.
But she has that
I don't
DUI
know.
with endangerment or whatever. I don't know how
Yeah,
that
so
works.
that's a good point. That could have made her so she would not be able to do it. Because you
Right.
do get a background. All of
Yeah.
them do it.
Yeah.
Fucking Grubhub took almost a week for me to pass that one. Hey y'all, I am here but can't chat much. I'm listening but be getting ready for work. Have a good night, Barbie. Barbie be doing that night audit. I remember them nights.
of junk to follow. Oh, I almost forgot. Get a damn job, Ziggy.
Everybody thinks this is malicious. It's not. It's about.
The only thing malicious about it is Ziggy going live and putting it all out there. That's the only
Exactly.
thing
Just
that's
asking if other
malicious.
people have.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of others.
Oh
A lot of
yeah,
others. Yeah.
very good. Very good point. Sorry, I'm pausing a lot, but do you notice how her attitude changes? More people watch her channel. Yeah, she also sits there and waits for people to come in. She's done that for a really long time. She'll be like, well, is there other people live? Like, and if enough people don't show up, she'll be like, well, I'm really tired, guys. I got a headache.
Yeah. And how long, when after she says, I gotta go, she waits forever because hoping more people pay her money.
Mhm.
The other day
Yep.
when she did that stream, I think it was about
Looks at her
Cam getting
phone.
arrested. She was like trying,
Mhm.
guess who got arrested? And then she was like, oh my God, I can't, I just need to set a few things up here. It's like, so you're gonna make all these people wait to see who got arrested. And like, anyway, it's messed up. You could just repeat yourself
gross.
in 10 minutes if you actually gave a shit. Repeat yourself. It's not
Yeah,
that
and
hard.
what's the sickest part about that is that she was supposed to be friends with them people. Like, they were her
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, they stuck up for
And
her too a few times.
yeah, and she did what she does to everybody, exploits them and fucks them over.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not fans of them either. You guys know that, but that's
No, but
fucked up too.
it's whatever works for her. Fill the pockets, right?
Yep. Could have been you, Ziggy. It could be her next. She had just
Exactly.
had CPS at her door the day before.
Yeah. Oh my
The
God.
day before she did that live stream, CPS with a police officer who was hot, by the way, in Ziggy's opinion, had just left her house.
That's insanity. And she filmed it and did a live stream about it. 2 of them actually, right in a row. All while her daughter was upset and distressed. But rather than comforting her daughter, she live streamed 2 shows.
Horsewoman DoorDash is my main source of income.
There you go.
And I'm not saying that, and I don't order it because I can't afford to, but I have a real respect for that kind of worker. We go through hell. I sit and drive through. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Rowena, he's still only going to work 3 days a week. He's doing good though. Aw, I'm glad he's doing good.
That's good. I'm glad.
Me too. I know. Look, somebody I know bought a lottery ticket, and I was really hoping they would win.
Right.
I couldn't get out to get mine. I had already got home, made dinner, and I was like, I am not going back out. And I was wishing they were going to win that shit. They did.
Yeah.
Next time. Next time we'll get them condos.
Next time, Powerball.
That's right.
So
other creators too, but no, that's the whole thing. Is it's patterns. There's other people giving her large amounts of money because she can't pay her bills. I'm not going to out those people. I was told this in confidence. I'm going to keep it quiet. But it's not small amounts. It is very large amounts.
Yes, it is very large amounts, and you know,
Large amounts of borrowed money while ordering DoorDash every night for supper.
Yeah. And you know, another
No,
thing.
Jamie, no. Cindy's not the only one.
Speaking of DoorDash, let's look at the receipts. Let's look at exactly what Ziggy spent the $7,500 on. And oh yes, she used the entire thing, leaving only just over $1 on the card.
So we don't have, I mean, if you want to go over it again, we can, but
This video is not
kind of
meant to
already
shame
did.
anyone.
Either way.
It is meant as a warning to our community members to stay vigilant and guard your hard-earned dollars.
I mean, right there, that was that 5,000 right there is, to me, is the most important part to the whole deal there.
This video is not
Cash
meant
in
to shame
hand.
anyone.
I don't give
It
a
is
fuck
meant-
who you are. Like, it was not that hard. I need to quit cussing on your channel. Remember, I'm
Oh,
on
it's
your
fine.
channel.
We got 7
But,
minutes before and after.
Okay. But writing it's like writing yourself. Okay, this is how I felt when she did it. I'm like, okay, so that's like my mom saying back in the day, say it's 1991. Okay. Mom gives me a blank check and she says, Jen, go up to the Bruce's market here, and I want you to fill your car up and get some milk. Okay. And I go up to old Bruce's grocery, and I don't only fill up my car, I fill up my boyfriend's car, my kids' cars. I get me some lunch meat. I get me this. And then when I'm getting ready to leave, I
And
make
some
sure that I
scratch
get I get some tickets, some scratch tickets. I mean, I fucking go all out. I make sure I write it for over, you know. I ask Mr. Bruce, how much can I write over? I write it over for the whole amount, you know. That is how I felt like it would be like.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, you're straight robbing like somebody who's like your mom.
Oh yeah, it's brutal. Brutal. Imagine calling inmates at the jail. Like, just wow. I just can't. The entitlement, it's just crazy.
All right, 5,000 for health and beauty.
Meant as a warning to our community members to stay vigilant and guard your hard-earned dollars. Tipping is wonderful for a creator's hard work, but maybe make sure they are actually working hard and that they deserve it. Some things you
Good
may
question,
have
Rowena. Actually, the inmates that she was speaking with were the ones that were in jail with the Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson's son. So she was calling and talking to the inmates and telling them that he was a sex offender and that he was the sheriff's son and blah, 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 and getting info. She actually ended up getting blocked from that jail just like she did with Fred Hill. Very good question.
noticed that Ziggy charged to Cyndi's credit card. Calls to inmates. The fraud charges to her business. TikTok. Netflix. Not exactly necessities for someone who is allegedly hurting for money. Plenty of DoorDash and takeout. Go to the grocery store, Ziggy. Cook for your daughter and yourself. Then the measly $700 towards a car. Ziggy, it's time to adult. Get a damn job and stop relying on other people to pay your way. Pull up your big girl panties and be an adult. How will you ever learn if people keep bailing you out? You have taken advantage of people for way too long.
How's everybody doing? I'm waiting for a order from DoorDash that should be here any second. Has my Diet Coke because I'm drinking A&W, and so you know there must be a catastrophe that I'm resorting to. Oh, I do like A&W root beer; it's good, I must say. But order from DoorDash that should be here any second. Has my which song do I want to start out with from the TikTok song? Samantha is reproaching with your order. Told you guys I wouldn't be late. I promise. I mean, I was a few minutes late, but I wouldn't be like late. I was going as soon as my order. It should be here. I don't even. Let's check the cameras. See, I'm such a weirdo that I don't even. I make them like set this stuff on the porch because I don't like talking to anybody. I don't think it's there yet. I guess I can. About 5 minutes ago, it says, Samantha is approaching with your order. I don't know how much they retail for, but definitely double than that. At least, I mean, way more than that, I'm sure. Probably 3 times that. Super cute. 55. I was going to do 50, but then I was...
Pearl, I think that all the time about her. I swear to God. I think that all the time. Like, she's that bitch. She's that bitch. And you know, she's the one that, like, you take that's like the late night, or she's that bitch. Totally. Totally.
I was like, I don't have a box on that one though. Yeah. Does Cyndi wear this size?
Best tip I ever got was a free box of McDonald's cookies. These people, like, late night,
I know
they let me
Cindy's
keep
been
it. They were like, "Oh, the
sick.
cookies are for you."
And
So cool.
I know next time we're gonna have to schedule around Cyndi because she's like buys everything that nobody claims. So if she's sick, she can't see them.
Here's the targeting.
Oh, she couldn't see them. And I know next time we're gonna have to schedule around Cyndi because she's like buys everything that nobody claims. So if she's sick, she can't see them. Oh, she couldn't see them. Oh. Also, so here's bird. But they're leather, size 5.5. They're knee high. Does Cyndi wear this size? No, Cindy's been sick. And I know next time we're gonna have to schedule around Cyndi because she's like buys everything that nobody claims. So if she's sick, she can't see them. I'm sad. Super cute. $45. I was gonna do $50, but then I was like, I don't have a box on that one though. Or than you could even get on eBay. Cyndi, you don't have to. If you don't want to, don't feel pressured. Cyndi, you don't have to. If you don't want to, don't feel pressured. Pressured into him. Boots, black. If anybody wants one for $20, I have 2 of them. Cyndi wants a pair himself. Yeah. Oh, she's like, okay. She doesn't want the pants. Okay. She meant the boots. I already have you down for the boots, Cyndi. Okay. I know that you buy for people too. So Cyndi, I have more of the band tees, I think. So I will be going to, I guess I'll go ahead and announce this here. I will be going to Tennessee for sure. I'm not going to say the dates or whatever. I mean, I'm not going to go to the vigil, but I'll talk about this in a second. Okay, so I have 5 of these, or Urban Decay Naked Heat eyeshadow palettes. I'll do $28 each. How's everybody doing? Wow, we have like a lot to talk about today. 59 there? Holy crap, it's like so hot out that my air conditioning is like running like triple time right now. I opened my electricity bill yesterday. I was like, holy. I was so happy because for 1 month, I mean, my gas bill, first of all, okay, during the winter was like 300 and something. I don't think it ever reached 400. But then last month it was like $17 or something crazy. Like,
I would like to mention if a creator, in my experience, is talking about their bills, that's dry begging. People don't generally go on a YouTube true crime channel or whatever and talk about their bills. We all get bills every month. I mean, sometimes you'll be in a conversation. Like, there's been times people have been in chat and you'll be like talking about the price of gas or, but talking about your electric bill every time it comes up due.
Yeah. I'm just going to open my electric bill now that I just hit the live button. I mean, yeah, it makes
Right?
perfect sense, right? Not.
And I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe how much it costs. Like, bitch, we can't either. It
Right.
it
Exactly.
sucks.
It's called life, Ziggy.
Right?
Entitled.
She buys makeup in bulk from store. Well, she used to buy makeup in bulk.
Yeah, she used to buy those big palettes off the internet, off of some website. Forget the name.
Bulk. That was the name of it.
Oh, was it? There you
Mm-hmm.
go. There
Yep.
you go. And then you don't even know what you're getting. Just a bunch of broken stuff. Sometimes no boxes, like no packaging.
She actually, if you looked at Cindy's credit card, there was a palette on there she bought.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it didn't. We'll have to go back and look, but there was. She bought a palette in bulk.
There you go.
I think
Made
it
a
was
little
like
money off the money.
$600 or something. So
Okay.
it'd be interesting to know what was all. I mean, I don't know what was all in it. I don't remember. She's done so many gross scams, sales, like
Hair dye that'll take the hair right off your head.
Mm-hmm.
Makeup that gives you skin rashes. And that's not all true because
Ooh,
some people have said it's good, but
do
I've
you
heard
know
that.
how many $50 surprise boxes I bought from her and I have not opened? I did not want the junk. She sent you samples, girl.
Yeah, the free samples.
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
It's a lot.
like low. It's like, because the only thing I'm using that's gas is the water heater. And the electricity bill was not too bad. I mean, it was high, but I mean, of course, it's got higher because using the air conditioning was like 170. But this month it was a lot more than that because of the heat. So how's everybody? Anyways, I don't even really have a topic like usual. Just decided to, oh, I forgot I got my, oh, let's see how much the electricity bill is. Not bad. So let's see, last month's bill was, looks like it's started going down, I think. Oh no, it went up. Just kidding. But I will say this, the gas bill though, that went way down. My gas bill was like $300 or something almost. And this last one was only like 140 maybe. So that real quick. I'll take, yeah. So, yeah, June 15th, there's like a couple things going on and I'm trying to go there. I just have to see if I'll be able to.
anyways, I'm gonna try to see. Maybe I'll have a sale, like another sale before June 15th, so I can get the money together to go, because I would like to go. And I'm not gonna go to the sheriff thing or wherever it's at. The sheriff's, probably a lot of the time I would be doing my own thing, but I would be going to meet with Jennifer, and they're having something over at the Warriors Park. So, and so is Robin, I heard. And then there's also that sheriff, that Bullhorn Bay's doing, but I'm not one of that. But for the most part, like, usually I'd probably be, just by myself. Unless I go out to any, I don't know. If I go to Ben Hill Road, I'd probably see if, like, Jennifer might want to go with me.
Well, you know what?
Dolly,
I've
if you go on
seen
June
that
15th?
somebody in the comments just said the jab. I hope you can sell them to get some of your money back. Well, the jab is pretty much made clear that, like, money's not a thing for her. And then Rowena said, any samples you have and that you're traveling or you accumulate, please donate to local shelter. I know that I'm in recovery, and I had a lot of samples also at one point. I highly recommend that you donate them to, like, a female recovery center, because that's one of the things that when you're in recovery and go in, you don't have those things. That would be a great place to donate to a local rehab and homeless shelter too. But yeah, definitely. And those kind of things that she had laying around were perfect for that, because they were little, perfect.
Justin and Marissa are going. I think I remember Justin asking me about that. Well, CT, if I told myself I would never, all right, I promised you guys I would never, like, ask for it. What I will say, though, is, well, I don't even know. Oh, thank you, Julie Leet. And Cindy, you guys are so sweet. Julie Leet just sent a cap. What I will say is, any cash apps I get for May, or not cash apps, super chats I get for May, I won't get till the 21st of next month, and that's after the 14th.
Another
so,
bad red flag. So I don't know. That makes me uncomfortable. People that do that, like, we know that you don't get. Okay, here's the deal. We know that creators don't get all the money that people super chat. We know that when you PayPal, Cash App, and all that, it goes right to you. We know that you don't get it till next month. We know. You saying that, in my opinion, is part of the grift.
Definitely, 100%. She knows
people
what
are trying to
she's
send it as,
doing.
like, I'm asking money. I'm just saying, if
Yeah,
people wouldn't mind sending cash outs instead of
actually
super
a
chats, like,
professional.
for this month, just so that maybe I can, like, not. I'm just saying, if you do plan on sending a super chat or something, just so I can have the money to go, maybe. But I guess I'm not. People are trying to send it as, like, I'm asking money. I'm just saying, if people wouldn't mind sending cash outs instead of super chats, like, for this month, just so that maybe I can, like, not. I'm just saying, if you do plan on sending a super chat or something, just so I know I'm gonna get hell for saying that. Oh, you don't know how, Cindy? But hey, you can do Venmo too. Venmo's fine. But
Have the money to go.
Oh my God,
maybe?
the jab. I cannot believe you just said that. Me and my fiance, actually, we've been talking about that the last couple months off and on. I swear to God, because I'm getting my peer support back. And we talked about it before. That is a great idea. We were talking about doing a couples one, because the couples ones are so hard to find. And me and James went into recovery, like, together. So it would have been great to have somewhere sober living that we could have come out and not been maybe, because a lot of them, there are a couple, but it's really rare. That is so cool. So fucking cool, man. I will definitely like, support that in any way that I can with my platform. That's for sure. Wow. That's so cool.
Oh, don't know how. I know I'm gonna get held for saying that. Oh, you don't know how, Cyndi? But you can do Venmo too. Venmo is fine. But Cyndi, you're fine. It will be good because I'll have it. I'll need it still to pay bills for July, so it still will be very useful for me.
Yeah, she
So I really,
still
really
has
appreciate it.
Athena.
I was just saying that because since this, well, I'll get money the 21st of this month, obviously, but definitely because last month was definitely like my worst month ever had. But that's my fault because I was, around the time. Let's see, that would have been March. I wasn't going live that much. That's why, because of all that depression and stuff. Thank you, Connie. That would have been March. I wasn't going live that much. That's why, because of all that depression and stuff. Thank you,
Fucking.
Thank you, Connie. PayPal's fine too, guys. Anything. I was just saying, if you plan on it, like, if you don't mind doing Cash App or PayPal or whatever you want, too, I was thinking. And I have enough product that I could probably make a decent amount of money, by because of all that depression and stuff.
You know what? It does take time, the job, but don't give up. You know how to do it. As my girls are shaking their heads. I'm not. I know that you probably feel a lot of, well, I'm not going to speak for you. You probably feel like a little bit of, I don't even know what the feeling would be. I don't want to say shame because that sounds really awful. Like you carry that, what the fuck was I thinking? You were thinking that you're trying to help somebody. You were thinking there's a little girl that needs help. That's what you're thinking. Nope, no vets, no flea treatment, no nada.
Thank you, Connie. PayPal's fine too, guys. Thank you, Connie. PayPal's fine too, guys. Anything. Oh my god. Thought about it. I purchased more product with the money I made from the sale. The last sale, I bought more product. However, a lot of that product is stuff that you guys probably won't be interested in because it's like, some of it maybe. We'll just see. It's not beauty products though. Well, thank you, Julie. And I really, that went for, what was it? She sent me it for something to help pay for something. Oh, flooring. Hey, and I appreciated that too. I showed proof, by the way, that I did, don't ask why I showed the proof. You know how I am. I show proof about everything. But people were trying to say that I was lying about the dog thing. So, which was $1,000. So that's another thing that kind of put me back because even though I was able to borrow some money off my ex, like I have to pay him back. I always pay him back. You could CT, but I think it lets me accept it that way too. But my here I could add in my since I've been doxxed anyways, I could put it in the night add it to Nightbot. I didn't have on Nightbot because it has my real name and stuff, but but I'll add a little timer for it. Let's see. My face, this medication I'm on, the antidepressant, makes my face like weird, like all hot and red sometimes.
Sometimes your voice does that to me, Ziggy.
Me too. It's raining really hard where I am, so I'm muted a lot.
Well, we are actually only got about 3 or 4 minutes left of this, and we got a little short one left from Eliza Jerk that we're gonna play. But yeah, you guys are amazing for like hanging out with us this whole time. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've always wanted a purse puppy. Oh. I'm not going to say anything about that little yapper, man. She needs to, bummer for Baxter. Pay more attention to that dog and get him to the vet, but it's not, said it. We said it. How is she going to afford that? She cannot afford that. It's not cheap at all.
No, one dog or one cat is not cheap, and she's got 3 animals in her house and a child. It's scary. Very scary.
Strangers help me. Hey, I'm completely with that, but I feel like if I'm the kind of person, like, I want to help, but don't you want to know that they're helping themselves too? And I've been in places where if I didn't have help or ask for help, then I might not be here. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with asking for help. What's wrong here is that it's expected. It is,
And it's constant for 2 years
yes.
straight. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
probably even before that. Who knows? We don't know because she wasn't here before that.
Well,
But
actually, we kind of do, because we know that what we heard from Jim and his family, and that,
right.
she's always had somebody to take care of. She's not ever been an independent. She can say it with her mouth all she wants. She's not an independent woman. She's not that.
Absolutely not. Oh, and we will be going over the Jim's family interview as well, whether it be here or on 6UP's channel. We're not done the Rolodex yet.
You know what I think? I think that since you're way more comfortable, even though, like, I'm well, just for transparency, like, I'm running the live stream here, right? Like, I'm
Yeah.
doing this, helping TPE out here, because live streams are, well, for one, more fun. And I knew she would fucking love it once she started sharing her voice and was comfortable. And I think since you're a little bit more comfortable now, this is your content. I think we should just keep it over here on your channel. Maybe do a couple. I mean, it's up to you. I just love seeing, like, 150, 200 people hanging out in here and us hanging out. Like, this is fucking cool shit.
It is. I don't know if I could run the back part. Like, well, first of all, I don't have a computer.
I think you can.
You think I can?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I really do. I think that you can. I think that if we sat on a call and we did it like some type of way, yeah, definitely. I think you can.
From my
I
phone?
think you do great live streams. Well, I mean, this is what I was thinking too, something you could do. Like, you know how you make your clips, right? You're getting ready to do your premieres. Like, say you're getting ready to do a premiere. You're setting the premiere up. You could go live from your phone and talk for a little bit and talk about what you're going to do and do that kind of thing on your own. And that will draw people say that that's a good way to get people to show up. So maybe try that a little bit and then see how you feel doing it just like that.
Yeah. With, like, lower expectations. Just talk for a bit at the beginning.
Lowered expectations. I love you so much.
I don't do technology that well. Like, I taught myself how to clip stuff, but that took a while. I mean, I still only use the one app. And
but think about how far that you've come from just being to doing little clips on your phone, right? Cold uploading them. Your channel, you have more subs than me, right? And now you're live streaming. That's actually the way channels get built. You know what I mean? That's how they have a strong foundation. People want to know more about you. You did not share your real voice to begin with.
No.
You used a voice changer. And so now you're actually on the microphone and people are getting to know you more. They're going to want to know more. They're going to want 6UP not to be there.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, they do.
I don't think so.
I promise. It's all now. I'm not saying like in a bad way. I'm just saying as a subscriber, like
Yeah.
I want that for you too. I want you to be able to be, and we'll get there. No
I'll think
worries.
about it. I promise.
Okay. Okay. I'm
Consider
not
it.
pressuring you
I
at all.
know. I know. I know. I gotcha.
She is just sucking. She is just a money sucking leech. I helped
Absolutely.
Candace because I seen a lot of me and her, but Dawn lied to my face. So stop that. Good for you. Yeah, stop all that. Stop it. Stop it. All right, guys, we got like 3 more minutes of this one. We're almost through it. I'll drop the link in the chat to.
There, now we have a PayPal connection. Let's see if it works now.
It works now. Her PayPal works fine.
Can somebody click that link? It won't. You can click it and it's still.
Reminds me of
And tell
Pearl
me if
the
it
other day.
works. Or here, maybe I can pull it up on my.
Can someone PayPal me so we can see if it works?
Yeah, can somebody like PayPal me? Venmo, Cash App, just make sure it works. Could be system could be down. I don't know.
What a joke. Oh my god.
I was away from my fur baby, Lucy, for 4 days. Aw. She's a Bichon. I just got home yesterday and we've been apart. I bet you she was like all over you forever. Huh. I know. I leave the house for like half a day and I get home and Amari is freaked out. And we have a camera which she's very rarely home alone, but we have a camera like in the living room where we talk to her through it when we're not here.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
the PayPal?
I got one too.
Does the PayPal take wooden nickels? I wouldn't know.
Don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad she's home too, but I'm glad she got to go and have some away time, little vacay. PayPal a penny. Do a request. Request a penny. Oh God.
Anybody freaking on this platform have any type of integrity or freaking morals? Why are people, for the most part, and when I'm learning especially from YouTube, is there is way more bad people than good. And like everybody's, I feel like always putting their BS on me, and I'm like seriously tired of it. I am seriously tired of carrying people's responsibility. I always feel like I get
what?
Like everything is always put on me. Oh, now Ziggy's.
Here's that
I was
projection.
like couldn't get out of bed for a month and a half because of what I was going through. Nobody cared. Nobody said anything to that channel who have a protective order against. Nobody cares to. I told you, you guys knew I was depressed.
Who that be?
I don't come on here. I would never, no matter if I was, I'm not even gonna say the word, but even if I was ever to get to that point, I would never say it. First of all, you don't say that if that's actually what you're planning on doing. Nobody. That's a cry for attention. Okay. Boy, of course, I'm the bad guy.
There is much more to come. Know that Jim's family is not impressed with Ziggy's behavior or actions here on YouTube or in real life. While I do not have a formal statement, I have been shown proof of their feelings. They would like people to know that how Ziggy portrayed their father is incorrect. She used him like she uses people on YouTube.
Good stuff. That was a 43 minute and 55 second video, and that is part 1. So when we come back and get into it, whenever we get into it next time, I assume we might be in part 2, right?
I would think, yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. So this is Eliza's content, and it's only 1:33 long. Do you want to
Yeah,
talk about?
I like the only thing we don't really have is, you know, what Ziggy was saying about all this, and I don't even know. I'm sure I have it recorded somewhere, but it was such bullshit and such lies that it didn't even really interest me. It was just such garbage, and the way she treated Cyndi was just awful. But just to clarify, Ziggy definitely claimed that she never asked for any money. It was totally offered to her. You know, she wouldn't dream of doing such things or even hint or even try to ask for
Well,
money. So
actually, she says that it was pushed on her.
right.
Pushed on her.
Yeah.
Like, that it was a setup, or Tragedy Pimp Exposed does not have a Cash App. We were joking.
Oh no, I don't have a Cash App.
I'm so sorry. We were joking.
Yeah, no, I don't have a Cash App or PayPal. No. Not my thing.
We love you though. We love you though.
Thank you.
You're amazing. Oh. I'm sorry for anybody that's like been victimized by her. I mean, when I say I'm sorry, I'm kind of thinking always in the back of my head, how can you? Because but for me, I have to realize that I'm just a different person. I'm just a different person. And just like they say in recovery, meet people where they are. And we've always said one thing over here to people, no matter whether you like us or not, when it all comes crumbling down and that bitch attacks you and does whatever she does to you, I'm gonna say it. I'm going to 100% forgive whatever and welcome you and support you and not bash you, not ever make anybody tell their story if they don't want to. But if you do, then we're here for that. I know a lot of people change their names and go away too. I support that. Like, I actually recommend it to a lot of people. Yeah, I call her a panhandler too. A bum.
Yeah, we have always had an open door policy, and we've all from the beginning said, you'll always be welcome here. Once you see it, you won't unsee it, and you're welcome. We'll see you when you get here.
That's right.
No shame, nothing. Just welcome.
All right, we'll drop this in the chat one more time, but this one is Ziggy tells how she's asked a subscriber for money, and that's one of the main patterns. That's the main problem here that we have. She is directly asking people for money.
Me commit elderly abuse to this person? I have never asked this person for money, ever. The only time I asked anybody specifically for a loan, the only time I asked her specifically for a loan was just until now, or after Jim's passing. It was for a loan. I have had 3 people loan me $1,000 on here, and I paid it back. Yeah, the amount of money that was loaned to me was more than that, but I would never screw them over. And I was so thankful. I couldn't believe that they were like, listen, I don't want you to worry about it. Because I was like, hey, I said, I was going to ask a few people to borrow some money, okay? That's what I was telling her. I was confiding her. I said, hey, I'm just going to ask a few people to borrow some money. Because I was like, hey, I got this idea. I was going to ask a few people to borrow some money. And I was going to see if I could probably borrow
I was gonna ask you if I could borrow some money, and so it was hard for me to even. I said it differently than that. That sounds so stupid, but I and that was my idea, was because I didn't want to ask such a bigger amount from one person, you know.
This channel.
So that's she said it. And yeah, that was on a live stream. You need the cash app. Man, girl, you need to make you a cash app too.
I couldn't remember if that was on a live or if that was on a phone call, like a recorded call. Like, or a voice clip. I can't remember.
Live stream.
Was it?
Pretty sure live stream.
It said, because there's a picture of a phone on the screen, and so I wasn't sure. Here is what happened. Can't see. Anyway, I'm not sure.
I mean, I could play it again if we wanted to, but I have this other video that Pearl sent me of the other day when Ziggy was live and the jab was in there.
Yes.
And exactly what went down. We talked about it earlier. I forgot I had it back here, so we might as well play that too, right?
Yeah, I can't remember if I've seen it or not. I've heard her do that so many times.
Right. So this happened, well, it says 9 hours ago, but it was I would think like a week or two ago. So Hey Daisy asked Don Wells what he knows about Light Cemetery. So that's the live stream that it came from. And the jab is here in chat. So the way that, like I was telling Tragedy Pimps Exposed before I went live, I consider people that have been, like, if you are a victim and you're in the chat, I consider your experience a form of receipt.
Yeah.
If that person backs that up with receipts such as like cash apps and personal conversations with the creator, I don't have to share that to be able to tell people that it happened.
Right.
A lot of people maybe they don't want people to know how much money they actually gave. They just want people to know this happened to me. So I just wanted to point that out, that is also a receipt.
Yep, I agree.
Those two are a piece of work. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, so this is what happened live. I will tell you that I'm proud of you, the jab, because I actually interacted with you the night or two ago in a chat, and I didn't know it was you. And you said something about Ziggy, and I interacted with you, and you told me who you were. And I asked you to send me an email, and you did. And that's where I got the receipts that I did see. And you told me a little bit about this experience right here. And what Rowena was saying earlier and what I was trying to get, like, I know my words are not that great. Like, I don't ever, and I think Tragedy Pimps Exposed agrees too, like, ever want to pump somebody for information, like, give me, you know what I mean?
Right.
But thank you for speaking out.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. So important.
It's going to help people, like more people than you can even think of, for real. People are going to hear it and see it and hopefully get it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people feel some type of way, like, I don't know if it's embarrassment or some type of shame, even though they shouldn't.
Right.
And they don't say anything. They just stay quiet. But I think it's really brave of anyone who's willing to speak out and say, this happened to me. And I appreciate it. And I'm sure any future victims also appreciate it.
Absolutely. So I'll just play this clip so we can see what kind of happened to the jab and how Ziggy treats people who have, with my own eyes, I've seen, well, I'll tell you, 17 transactions totaling almost $700. So.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, Jab. You're no longer a freaking mod here. I apologize. You don't fit in over here. I'm sorry. You're welcome in the chat and stuff. And I appreciate the help you've gave me, or in the past and stuff, but I'm sorry. I just don't trust you anymore. I just don't. Hold on, guys. And it's not just because of this.
I have to smile because I absolutely am not going to say, hey, there's a super chat there. And it's not even my channel. So
Thank you so much, Ro. I really appreciate it. I just typed it in the chat, but now that we're unmuted. And we have a song for you.
We do.
6 ups. We should just do that longer one just for fun. The
Oh,
double.
I
You have that? I think I put it there.
That one.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, I had no, because I already closed the damn thing out.
Oh, that's okay.
But you know what?
Whichever one you have.
Hold on. I'll pull this up and I'll see if I can pull it up really quick.
To our YouTube channel, I think we got a super tag. Fuck you, Tony. All right, let's do this.
Let me begin, cut under the chin, flush out the loony bin. You don't get up, stand up, bloody in my hands up, kicking toe up, stand up, bloody in my hands up, kicking toe.
To our YouTube channel, I think we got a super tag. Fuck you, Tony. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, bitch, I'm gross. Yeah, I'm grosser than you hoes, and it shows. I've been sleep on the motherfucking floor. I got stains on my teeth and my clothes. I've been kicking my foot in the door. I've been locked in the studio more. I've been riding my way to the core. If you think you hate me, you gon' hate me more. Yeah, bitch, I'm gross. Yeah, I'm grosser than you hoes, and it shows.
Thank you.
Yeah, very much so. Ooh, your avatar just appeared real weird, like my restream's being weird.
Yeah, I'm bald.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I like it. I'm mysterious.
I like it too. Right? Well, this has been amazing. I gotta show you one more thing. I have a surprise for you.
Okay.
So I don't know, is Fred Hill out of jail? Because Fox 29 has an aggressive monkey on the loose.
Oh.
That was more than enough monkey business for us, earlier police said. There were reports of minor injuries from the monkey. It's on the loose in an Indiana neighborhood. Did Fred get out and go to Indiana? I don't know.
That's the best. Oh my god. I love it. That's
Somebody
crazy.
sent me that. And I
That's
was like,
so funny.
oh, I'm totally showing her this right now.
Hanging with Ziggy for sure. Love it.
Got out. He got out. He took a wild monkey up to Indiana to visit the Zigster. Ugh.
Well, Ziggy's gonna have them
True love.
moving in there.
I know.
They're gonna be her roommates. She's got to save money, right? It's an investment. Investment.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! I just X'd that damn video out. Can you believe I did that? I do.
I believe it. We've been on here 3 hours and shit.
Right?
I believe it.
Hold on.
Did we finish the job video?
That's what I X'd
Okay.
out. 'Cause I'm a weirdo.
It's alright.
But I
That's
got
something I would do.
I'm getting pretty good at this live streaming thing, actually. Or as much as I mess it up. All right, here we go. All right, we'll get back into it.
A few other things that I know about, and that's why I paid attention. Why I really paid attention to what it was saying. Go ahead and block her if you see her come in here. I don't want anything to do with her.
No, I do not.
She can go back to the circle jerks or something. She's going to strike me.
Everybody think about this. The jab was a friend, supporter, donor, and immediately she says she's gonna stalk me. What the fuck?
Yikes. Ziggy thinks everyone's stalking her. Yeah. Not normal.
Yes. Well, there's some other things that have happened recently that really make me suspect her about some things. And she's too volatile. Jab, I don't ever want to talk to you again. Never come here again. You never text me. Ever again, please. Actually, I will go block you right now. How do I block her from her page? Oh, here. She called the cops.
Yeah, wow. Even though it's like no loss to you, Jab, it's still what it is. Sorry that it happened to you. It's not right. It's awful behavior. It's very harsh. And the last thing that I'll say is that my very first live stream about Ziggy was called Ziggy Doesn't Care About Her Subscribers, and I stand by that. She doesn't care about anybody.
No, she definitely doesn't care about anybody but herself. It's all about Ziggy, and Ziggy is always, always the victim. Always. Even when it's very obvious that she's the perp. I just wrote that in the chat too.
Yeah, I've had her blocked for a long time too. Like I can only see her if I'm on my backup channel.
Yeah, she definitely has me blocked. From day one.
Oh, so
100.
I never called her for anything. Right?
I'm sure she has called you for many things. Many things.
That's right.
horrible.
Guys, we'll be doing this again. It's been we have a good time when we do it, and I think that we've seen a couple people come in and say thank you for wake up call. Doesn't matter how they got it. I
Yeah.
feel good about that. Like
Same.
that's
If
really what
yeah.
it's about. I think for me and TV, like that's what it's about for us.
Yep.
Seriously.
Is if one person closes their wallet, and you know what, if she was helping herself, like you said earlier, and actually did things to better her situation herself. Like the other day when she's like, "Oh, I forget exactly what she said, so don't quote me, but something like, I did something productive today. I walked to the store," and it's like, well, that's because you had to. Like, what choice
Right.
did you have? Like, and that's not because you wanted to do something for yourself that was good. It's because you didn't have a choice. I mean,
Right.
I think, in my
So
opinion,
I
anyway.
clip that shit too, like story time with Ziggy. And then she
Yeah.
gets a stalker even when she walks to the store, guys. Come on.
Right. That's ridiculous. Oh my god.
Somebody said in my comment section that they've noticed over the past couple years that she actually associates like her stories with things that are going on in true crime. And I never noticed that.
Oh,
And then
I
I was
didn't
like,
either.
I'm going to go back and now I'm going to be looking for that because yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I never
Mm-hmm.
noticed that either. Huh.
What cops? I would beat the brakes off her pasty, not so bright tail.
That's awesome.
And
Oh,
Minecraft.
shit. Yes, always in Minecraft. Oh, show. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
thank you so much for helping me again. I appreciate it. I couldn't do it without you.
You're awesome. I'm
I
glad we could finally.
appreciate you.
I'm glad I could finally. I still feel a little, but I'm glad I could do it. This is my second live stream today. This is a Six Up Media. Almost never see me
That's like
two
what
times in
Ziggy
one
does.
day. I
2
know.
channels back to back. Oh,
Phew.
shit. Well, thank
Phew.
you.
You're welcome.
I
Love you
appreciate it.
guys. Thank
And
you,
thank you all for being
everybody
here.
who donated to the
Yeah.
channel. The members, the new members.
Thank
TP
you
has
guys.
like members only content and actually puts up
I
some
do.
good stuff.
I do. There is a bunch of members only content in there. And often, if you're a member, you'll get to see some of the videos sooner, like whether it's a day or 6 hours or 2 days sooner.
Yep.
Not every video, because sometimes the relevancy goes away or whatever. But yeah, sometimes you
Right.
get early release. I appreciate all the support, whether it's a like button or just being here.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it very much.
You guys are awesome. Are you
Thank
ready to
you.
get out of here and go do other things like go troll
Yeah.
pets and
I
whatever
like to do
you
some
do?
trolling.
Yeah.
Trolling. Maybe I'll go eat something.
Oh, food does sound good.
Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you,
and
Brenda.
I also wanted to thank the Job as well as Cyndi
Mm-hmm.
and Ziggy V too, because and you know what? There's a lot of other silent victims, I'm sure, in the chat or in the bushes that are listening, and I appreciate all of you guys very much. It's not easy. Not easy to speak up, not easy to listen, none of it's easy. I appreciate the bravery.
Mama
Except
jerk
go to
trying
bed.
to be a let's do put my ass to bed. All right, I'll do that.
Bedtime. Yeah,
All
rest
right,
up and get
guys.
better. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And thank you, Six Up.
You're welcome. Everybody have a good night.
Thank
Night.
you. Take care, everyone. Bye.